Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Daybreak 2. We are on Nemet Island doing our resort phase of the game and we've got 4 activity points left and 1 connection event. And I tried looking up, without spoiling myself, whether or not I need to save activity points from the day to use in the evening, and as far as I could tell there was nothing mentioning anywhere that I needed to save them. So what we're going to do, we're going to make the connection event. After that I'll save, then we'll do the activity events, and if we move to the evening and we don't have points, I will just reload and get us those 4 activity points to do our evening stuff. But I think we should be fine. So let's do our last connection, shall we? Agnès' concern. It looks like Agnès has come as something she wants to talk about. Seems it's got something to do with Ren. I should hear her out when I can spare a moment. Van and the group decide to take a break from their island stroll and enjoy some time to themselves. There, that takes care of the equipment. Hello, Albert? Sorry to bother you on your day off. Would you mind checking with Odette about those documents from our last meeting and transferring them my way? Much appreciated. There'll be a souvenir with your name on it when I get back. Ah, almost forgot. I need to send that vendor an orb mail. May as well take this opportunity to draft up a schedule for the guest of honor too. I see the problem. Do you think this plan will actually work? Depends on how well you play your cards. There you are, Ren. Hello, Van, Agnès. So, to what do I owe this pleasure? Well, we were just wondering if you'd like to come to the beach with us. It's not every day we get to spend time together at a resort after all. As much as I appreciate the sentiment, I still have a few pending tasks on my plate. But perhaps you could make room for some afternoon tea. None of that work has to be finished right now, this second, does it? If it absolutely needs doing, I'd be happy to help you later, but it'll mean a lot to me if you join us. Oh, very well. I can afford to take a breather. Then it's settled. Let's get changed and meet over at the beach. Beach volleyball? I've been an 8.5. What, you experienced? Oh, at Mission and Beck in Crossville, yes. I played with a family that I'm acquainted with. They had their little boy Colin with them at the time, so I wouldn't consider it a serious bout. In fact, it almost feels as though Agnès proposed this idea in hopes of stoking that particular memory. Ooh, me? Oh, I was thinking it would be a nice way to unwind. She also figured you could channel your pent-up stress into the game, you know, from leading the student council and all. I never said that. That's funny. I consider my work on the slimmer side compared to a certain part-time job of yours, Agnès. I even get to hold tea parties on a regular basis, complete with all the sweet treats I can stomach. Sweet treats? You'll ever an advisor? I mean, we already got you out on the sand, so there's no worming your way out of this. I suppose a bit of recreation won't hurt, but I'm getting changed and heading back right afterwards. At any rate, unless you fancy training off 1 versus 1, we're still a player short. Then perhaps I could fill the gap. The golden butterfly. Hold on the phone. I was thinking we could look around for the perfect 4th. And did you find her? I know a good time when I see one. Plus, it isn't often that I have the opportunity to get the better of Ren. Oh, a bit early to be gloating. Have you ever considered the possibility that you might lose? Oh, and here I was hoping to keep this simple. Hey, surprises are spice of life, right? Now, come on, let's split into teams. After taking into account each participant's general level of athleticism and experience with the sport, it was decided that Van and Ren would face off against Agnès and Lucretia. This isn't exactly how I thought we'd pair up. Oh? It seems well balanced to me, all things considered. Or are you saying you wish to be partnered with Mr. Arkride instead? Sorry, Agnès, I didn't mean to steal him away from you. Hey, he isn't mine to begin with. Our plan is going a little off course, but hey, no big deal. If we're going through with this, we might as well make a competition out of it. How about this? The losing team has to do anything the winning team says. Ooh, a little thrill to raise the stakes, I like it. The idea of having you and Ren at my whim is tantalizing indeed. Oh, I could say as much the same in reverse though. I doubt it will teach you any lessons. That said, I'm not so sure that if Agnès' idea of reward. No need to worry for my sake, Ren. I don't plan on taking this game lightly. Oh, if you insist. I guess we'll just have to go all out there, won't we, Van? Rein it back a bit, will ya? We can't let them beat us, Lucretia. Oh my, but aren't you eager? Shall we then? And so the beach volleyball match began. While light-hearted to start, things gradually heated up as the game progressed. Hup. Ha. Oh, my angle was off. That was one hell of a spike. Impressive as ever, Rezzy. It was my partner who set off for success, not the liability you hoped he'd be, huh? Thanks for the save. Take this. Just barely out of bounds. Pity. No worries, just shake it off. Phew, we're on track to win this set thanks to you, Lucretia. I guess even Ren makes mistakes every once in a while. Why, naturally. This may not be her first foray on the court, but she hasn't quite found her rhythm. I don't think we'll have such a smooth go of it from here on, though. What makes you say that? You'll see. Now, on to the next serve. Agnès and Lucretia proceeded to take the first set. The tide, however, began to shift in the second. Take the shot. How do you like this? I told you as much, no? I took a hot second for you to get into the groove. Now that I have a better feel for this, it's time to mount a comeback. It's like we're playing against a totally different person. There is a reason they call her a genius. Given the time, she can adapt to any situation or environment. I imagine she spent the first set observing me until she figured out my every move. So begins a true genius goes beyond smart alone. Ren's even more amazing than I already gave her credit for. That's sad. Oh, sorry, I was thinking that I shouldn't place all the burden of winning on you. I'm going to dig deep and do my part too. That's the spirit, darling. From there, Ren, who was now at full strength, kept Lucretia in check, allowing her and Van to take the second set. With that, the game carried on to a third. Here we go. Last set out of 3. I guess we better start brainstorming a penalty for them. Oh, you haven't won yet. Let's make this a one to remember, shall we? Both teams played with intense fervor and neither side letting up for a moment as the match entered its final phase. Eventually, everything came down to one final point. And then... this is it! Ha! A feint. Whoops. We win ahead. 15-14. The victory is ours. You had me fooled at the end there. I didn't even know that Agnès was going for the spike. Especially when you'd been building your plays around Rezzy the whole match. Well, the young lady here thought that if I drew your attention, she could take you by surprise at the last minute. And though I was still a complete gamble at whether or not I could actually pull it off, I just figured there was no way we could beat you two head on. Hey, color me impressed. Apparently, working for a spriggan has made you rather crafty. Well, the winner gets to give the loser one command, so don't be shy. Let's hear it. I'll do whatever you ask, so long as it's anything that'll hurt our friendship down the line. It was your strategy that won us the game. Why don't you do the honors for us both? I appreciate that. Here goes then. Ren, I order you to divvy up more of your student council duties with the rest of us. You're always so preoccupied with getting everything done yourself. Yes, it's important to prepare for the upcoming festival, but even here on the island you've been working remotely. Guilty as charged. I know you're a genius who can do whatever she sets her minds to. You tackle everything single-handedly, academic or otherwise. Even during that ordeal at Aramis, you were there to back us up. But Odette, Albert and I are members of the student council too. You don't have to shoulder it all on your own. Support is what we're here for. So please, try to lean on us a little more, okay? Agnès. Now I see. So that's why you invited me here to play volleyball with you? Can you blame her? It might just be a game, but she was hard-pressed getting you to take her seriously otherwise. The golden butterfly wasn't part of the plan, though. But it did make for a better match in the end. Though, now I wonder if you only squeezed yourself in because you knew what we were up to. Why, I haven't a clue what you mean. Thank you, all of you. Orders are orders, so I promise to share more of my responsibilities with the rest of the Students' Council from now on. Just don't change your tune when the work piles up to your ears. Oh, Ren, I wouldn't have it any other way. I really do need to look out into what that old goat is plotting, though. Old goat, yeah, we know who she means by that. So does she. After ensuring that Ren took some extra time to relax, Van and Agnès regrouped with the others and resumed their investigation.
Dear me, if I'm causing you to worry that much, Agnès, then I must be slipping. You and Van have my thanks. And I suppose Retzi does as well.
I've always wanted to help lift some of the burden from Ren's shoulders. I guess this goes to show that I've grown since I started working at Arkride Solutions.
And it shows that you're friends, more than anything. Because you could have taken the deal of letting Van take her on a date, but her friendship was more important. Right, we got some activities to do to round the day off, and since I saw Agnès being really close, a skydive opportunity should be more than enough to put her over the edge. Parasailing? Airships are one thing, but I'm a little hesitant about dangling in the sky from a single rope. I get where you're coming from, but hey, they wouldn't have okayed this without making the proper safety checks. Don't feel pressure to go if you got too nervous though. And to waste the opportunity? It's alright. Having you next to me should make it less nerve-wracking. Let's get ourselves seated then.
Hang on tight!
Oh, okay!
And there they go.
The wind sure feels nice, doesn't it?
It does, it does.
Oh, look! Fairy's waving to us!
Is she? I have to assume that it is.
I wish we could fly up here forever.
And that she actually means.
Whew, heck of a view! You doing okay?
My heart was really racing up there. In more ways than one.
From there, Ven and his companion wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. Alright, who else would I wanna take with me? Judith, why not? Oh, you've got no idea how stoked I am. This is my first time going parasailing. Hold up, didn't you do this exact same thing in the movie about a year back? The scenes were too rough that week, so we shot that scene at the studio and CG to rest in post-production. I was so looking forward to it too. Talk about a total letdown. My condolences? Guess you'll just have to make it up for by having twice as much fun today.
Hang on tight!
Yeah, I'm psyched for this. Woo! This is great! Oh yeah, now this is my kind of vacation.
And every single one of them has such a different, distinct personality. I love it.
I wonder if we can spot Nina from here. It's like a scene right out of a movie.
That was one hell of a ride!
That was fun. We should totally do it again sometime.
From there, Ven and his companion wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. Good. Alright. In the end, I'm sure we'll max out at least one of our friends. Alright, 2 car rides to end it all. Let's see. Let's do a Aaron and Swin car ride. Just the bros doing the rounds. Pretty sick ride. Wouldn't complain if you passed the wheel to me. Hint hint. I plan on getting a license of my own eventually, so you notice me studying, that's why. Hey, you two are all nice and seated? Then let's get this tour on the road.
Alright, let's punch it!
Thanks for being my chauffeur, Chief. I'd kill for a chance to go surfing.
Ah, man, this feels great. Got a hill here. It's kinda bumpy.
I'm guessing it's deserted.
Looks like this place is pretty well maintained.
Yeah, the church is really deserted.
Those sure are some big ruins. I should probably put on the brakes.
Nope.
That looks like a good place to take a load off.
I think we've seen just about everything.
Yeah, it's the only place that's a little bit too tight to go full force.
Ah, man, this feels great.
Just hanging out with the boys. One more and we'd have Final Fantasy 15 out here.
That made for a nice drive.
Not a bad way to get familiar with the island.
So true. From there, Ven and his companions wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. You know what? I might be able to level Aaron up by throwing onto the parasail. So that might be an idea too. You've never been parasailing before, right? Yeah, I'm pumped to see how it stacks up to a primo party animal like me. Sound like you already think you're too good for it. Ah, quit yapping already and let's fly.
Let's take to the skies!
Sure. I'll kill some time with you. This is what I'm talking about.
Sun's pretty damn gorgeous, ain't it?
Got a good view.
Yeah. The old guy and the young Top Gun.
Man, that breeze feels awesome.
Right, one more text and then I'll call it quits and we're moving on to the evening festivities.
Let's see how fast we can go.
That was one hell of a ride!
Fine, I'll admit it. It was actually kind of fun.
From there, Van and his companions wrapped up their little diversion and returned to what they were doing before. Awesome. Alright, all activities have been done, so all we need to do now is call it a day. And we've been everywhere, so we just have to see what the evening has in store for us. Van's group returned to the villa and shared what they learned with the others while on break. Ah, so in other words, we've yet to find any leads, surefire or not. Yeah, we went over this place with a fine-tooth comb. That's all sad. Something about this place stinks. I just haven't sniffed out the source of the stench yet. It's definitely odd that our elusive owner invited us all here, only to never show his face. Well, it's not like we're in any rush to meet him. I can imagine he invited us here just to give us a relaxing vacation. Doubtful. He's definitely hatching a plot and nothing good ever comes from that. Then that's all the more reason to stay alert. I just want to let loose and shoot the shit, man. Is that too much to ask? It'll be a good idea to think about how we want to spend our time from tomorrow on. Oh, another airliner is coming in. I believe that's the last flight scheduled for today. Considering we're in off-season right now, I doubt there are many passengers on board. Hold the phone. Is that who I think it is? That's one of Marduk's airships. No way. Wait a minute. Looks on deck of that boat. Kurogane.
Thanks for the help, Kurogane. Everything work out okay?
Yes. I've already made contact with our main unit. Also, I have a message from the matron.
What a dull-ass hunk of rock. Why in hell's name would he hole up here?
Perhaps this is merely a misdirection on his part.
Qasim!
Even those Dominions tagged along. Didn't think we'd be running into each other again so soon.
So you came, as I anticipated.
I assume you were drawn here because of that intel.
I'm only here because of the risk management AI's assessment. The general manager requested I fly to this island post-haste. I believe the others are here to assess the threat as well.
Sure as hell didn't expect to find you guys here.
The same goes for the Vice Captain. Who would have thought we'd be sitting shoulder to shoulder on the heels of that dreadful little squabble?
I have no quarrel with you at present. There's a time and a place for grudges.
That's our line, bucko.
Oh, so these are the people they were telling us about. Sounds like everyone has their own reasons for being here.
Yeah, more and more people are showing up, but what's going on, nobody can tell us.
They're probably after the fragments or the island's owner.
I'm surprised some of them would even dare to show their faces here, though.
Oh, shit! Damn Spriggan and his brats are here! The hell's going on?
Did not expect her to be here, but that means something fun is gonna happen.
The chaos in Longport tapered off much sooner than I predicted. I suppose we have the Liu family to thank for that.
So, you bastard!
Stay your tongue, boy. Neither words nor action can change what's past. Save your breath and spare us your misplaced ire.
Calm down. Don't let him get to you.
It looks like the prominent players have arrived.
Gathering us all here was likely part of the owner's plan.
Only Adios knows why, though. Unless those two know something we don't.
Hell no. There ain't a man in all of Zemuria who knows what goes on in that crazy bastard's head.
However, he did say you would likely be here. At least now we can finally settle matters between us.
We'll just see how things play out. Either way, this will make for quite the interesting little vacation.
Afterwards, the courtesy car drivers took the newest arrivals back to the villa. However, there were no more guests than there were rooms. After talking things over with the manager, Quattro agreed to room with Esmeralda, and Judith shared a room with Nina. Phew, that sure was a hassle, but I think we finally got it all sorted out. Still, I can't believe we had that many people show up all at once. Just what the hell is that nut job up to? Guess mulling over it now, it won't really solve anything. If he's gonna make a move, he'll do it tomorrow. We can work out what our next plan is in the morning. Something definitely smells off though. Maybe I should take another look around the island before hitting the sack. Oh, most definitely. So many people to talk to, so many people to see. Do feel free to use my complimentary toiletries provided in each room when taking a bath. I used to work at a luxury hotel, and even I was surprised at how pricey all of these products are. No doubt you'll be satisfied with the selection as well. I think I might try that, but we'll see. I'm gonna make sure there's nobody here.
Huh, new activities. They didn't have these earlier in the day.
And 2 new connection events as well. Oh, another one that we have to miss. Right. I might pick these 2 just because I can complete their connection levels, and at least we have some that are then to 100%. And this one would then be the one I watch. Because with Nina, I definitely want to pick this because she is weird. I want to know as much as I can about her. But that will probably be on the next episode. For now, let's talk to a couple of the new people here. Good evening. Have you had a chance to try the cocktail making workshop at our restaurant? Many of our guests like to enjoy their creations while soaking in the jacuzzi tubs that are provided in each of the guest rooms. We also offer massages and other in-room services, so do let us know if you'd like to request one. An in-room massage. I could go for that. There's sure a lot of colorful characters here, huh? And a fair number of them seem to belong to the Society Shadows at all. I think we can count them to exercise a basic level of decency for now. What truly concerns me is that we have yet to see the owner of this resort. Hey, if you're that hung up about it, why not cut your vacation short and get off the island? I definitely considered it, but that would mean leaving Quattro here, plus I feel left out heading home this early. We'll just have to see what tomorrow brings. That may be for the best. I'll be lending my fullest cooperation towards keeping everyone safe, so please, rest easy and enjoy your time off. I just leave the worrying to you then. The guild has been trying to gather more information about Almata's legacy. Honestly, I wish we had a little bit more to go on. Hey, don't stress. Our team is pretty used to rolling with the punches at this point. And we are as well. That said, it's always the best to be prepared for the unexpected. Running into Quatre and XCEO 1000 are only a few of the ways this vacation has been going, of course. It's a bit more exciting for it though. You take things in so much stride that it's almost comforting. I knew we should have brought a larger security retinue. Of course, as far as their highness welfare is concerned, the safest option would have been to avoid this trip entirely. Never mind, there's no sense in wasting time in hindsight. I've been wondering some time now, but what exactly is the story behind your attire? No need for alarm. This is merely a special effects costume. Costume? I see. Forgive my wariness. Special effects, you say? How very intriguing. The design incorporates elements from the Eastern folklore, but with a modern twist throughout. Moreover, the detailed weathering on the surface evokes the wear and tear of a genuine historical warrior. Impressively done. You have my compliments. To receive praise from the renowned Director Lamb is an honor. No way, that's all there is to it. I sympathize with your confusion, Director. After all, this island has had a sudden influx of new guests, including those of a, shall we say, seedier persuasion. If that's the angle you're taking, then it's equally strange to see a man and a woman off the cloth on a beach vacation. Even your servants require time to settle down their burdens. Do feel free to reach out to me should the need ever arise, Director Lamb. I once had the privilege of seeing Director Goatee at work, but I am also curious about your process as well. No way, that's all there is to that either. Thank you for your offer. We'll be in touch if the situation calls for it. On that note, I've been meeting one fascinating individual after another today. For example, if you allow me to let my imagination take flight. Before me sits 3 men burdened, the oldest by tremendous duty, the younger by their weighty past. Being surrounded by so many dramatic inspirations really gets my creative juices flowing. It's scary how on the mark he is. World-famous directors must have an eye for this sort of thing. Definitely. This afternoon location scouting was a massive success, thanks in no small part to your assistance. At this rate, we should be able to keep shooting from tomorrow onwards. That right? Well, try to keep yourself safe out there. Well, I've seen a few of Director Lamb's films. I didn't really know what kind of person he'd be, but he's a surprisingly sensible person. At least that was my first impression anyway. Turns out he definitely has his idiosyncrasies. Welcome to the world of creatives. Well, Director Lamb mentioned you accompanied him and his crew on a location hunting excursion. I must admit, I'm exceedingly jealous. Would that you were able to share your good fortune. Jeez, if only missing out on smoothing ups could be the worst of our island getaway woes. Never realized you were such a social butterfly. It would prove problematic were the princess to be scouted by the director. This is merely a preventative measure on my part. I see. Can't fault you on that one. True. Very considerate for making sure the cover ain't blown. Let's get out the front door. So, let's see. Everybody is around the resort here. And we have one event at the bar, which I think is the cocktail class. We have the car here. Guess we can ride at night. If you have any concerns or requests, don't hesitate to let us know. For example, just now, I loaned out a telescope and some blankets. We also have orbital lights and fireworks prepared for those who need them. So you can have your night out if you wanted to. That's actually very considerate for a resort like this. Shannon reeled in a rare deep fish this afternoon. the same one been hopping to land for a while now. In fact, honestly, I'm a little miffed about all it. Deep sea fish are easier to catch at night, so I'm going to test that theory on fishing hole I can. Are there fishing holes for at night?
Ooh, this looks like a good fishing spot.
Well, bind the boat.
Let's do this thing.
Just seeing if there is any unique fish here at night.
Like a good fishing spot.
Let's do this thing.
No. Everything we already have, and that's a good thing, definitely. Yeah, and I'm just trying to make sure we take care of the outer people here. And then we can focus on the entirety of the resort and the activities on the next one, including some of the connection events. I will probably start the next episode with watching the one we will watch and not pick. It is fine to visit the ruins or the old church, but sure, don't cross the fence. The untamed area beyond it are littered with relics and remnants from Nemet's bygone days. As a matter of fact, there's an abandoned village where I and other islanders used to live long ago. I won't go anywhere near it again though. The place holds far too many memories that are best left undisturbed. Well, that's ominous. I better keep what he just said in mind. Yeah, cause that island beyond the gate, I'm sure we'll investigate it tomorrow. And knowing everything is probably gonna be some kind of competition, isn't it? Good evening. The crew and I are currently performing maintenance on the Harvadat. Measures must be taken to prevent it from being adversely affected by the salty sea breeze. Sounds
Hello there.
Decent enough excuse.
Thank you.
Yeah, but nobody on our team. Doesn't make any sense to look into equipment for now. But that is everybody outside of the compound. So we are ready to leave the episode here. The next one we'll do the entire resort and start on our activities / connections and see how far we can get. So for now, I wish you a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. And if you're still here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and be back next time. So until then, bye bye.